Good morning students, welcome back to the science class. So which lesson we are discussing now? The lesson 17, plant kingdom. Okay, so from the first we can recall once again. Okay, so what are the things we discussed in the previous classes? How many species are having in the earth? Okay, so it is divided into plant kingdom and animal kingdom. What are the species are there in the plant kingdom? Okay, what are the varieties? What are the classifications are there? Everything we are discussing in this lesson. Yeah. So Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms, Angiosperms, like this. Okay. So the plants totally it is divided into cryptogame and phanerogame. Okay. What are the things? Flowering plants, non-flowering plants. Okay. So first we have to discuss about the cryptogames, that is a non-flowering plants. First thing, that is a algae. Okay, first topic it is a algae. In algae, what are the things we discussed? Do you remember? Just recall that. Algae, it is a very simple plant. It is a primitive plant, but it is green in color. Okay, why it is green in color? Because it have chlorophyll. That's why it comes under the autotrophs. What is the meaning of autotrophs? What are the organisms can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. That is what called autotrophs. Okay, so the algae it is a autotrophs. Why? Because it is green in color and it do the photosynthesis process. Okay, and the unicellular algae also present, multicellular, microalgae also there, macroalgae also there. Okay, so these are the algae. Okay, so what are the uses of algae? It is used as a food and it is used in the like agar-agar, okay, in the laboratory. It is used as a medium and it is used in the space travel and it is used as a SCP. What is SCP? Single cell protein. Okay, so these are the ways algae are used to us. Okay, so the next topic it is a fungi. Fungi also one of the thallus, Thallophyta. Okay, what is thallus? The algae and the fungi both also thallus only. The plant body it is not differentiated into root, stem, leaf. Okay, so it is called thallus. Okay, here the fungi it is a non-green plant. Okay, non-green. Why? Because the chlorophyll it is absent. Okay, so the plant body it is called hypa. Okay, so the hypa, the network of hypa it is called mycelium. Okay, so the mycelium only plant body of the fungi. Okay, it is non-green. Okay, there is no chlorophyll, so it is comes under the heterotrophs. Okay, the algae it is comes under the autotrophs. Why? Because the algae it contain the green pigment chlorophyll and it produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So it is a autotrophs. But the fungi it does not have chlorophyll, so it does not produce their own food. Okay, so it is comes under the heterotrophs. Okay, and it is parasite, it is saprophyte, epiphytes. Okay, it is growers like this. Okay, saprophytes mean it take the food from the death and decay matters. Parasites mean it depend the food it depend to the other living organism for food. Okay, that is a parasite. And then the remaining thing symbionts. It is grow as a symbiont also. Symbiont mean mutually. It is grow with the algae, that is called lichen. This is fungi. Okay. So next fungi, economic importance of fungi. It is used in the antibiotic production. It is very important. Okay. The penicillin it is a antibiotic produced from fungi only. And the next one, antibiotic after it is used as a food, like a mushroom. Okay, it is a very delicious food. So it is also fungi only. And it is used in the production of alcohol. Okay, for in the alcoholic production it is used like yeast. Okay, yeast it is used to ferment the sugar syrup. Okay, so these are the economic importance of fungi. Next we can move to the bryophytes. What is bryophytes? It is lived in the land and in water both also. So it is an amphibian, but it is a non-vascular cryptogame. What is a non-vascular cryptogame? It does not have vascular tissue like a xylem and phloem. Okay, so it is a non-vascular cryptogame. Cryptogame means non-flowering plant. Okay, so next the bryophytes it shows the alternate generations, sporophyte and gametophyte. Sporophyte produce the spores and gametophytes produce the gametes. Okay, so the sporophytes produce the spores and spores produce the gametophyte. Gametophyte produce the gametes. The gametes, what are the gametes? Male and female gamete, antheridia and archegonia. Antheridia and archegonia it fuses together and form the zygote. The zygote grows as an embryo. The embryo will develop the gametophyte. Okay, so this is what a alternate generation. Okay, and next thing in the bryophyte, it is used as a ornamental plant. Okay, and sphagnum mass, it is used to absorb lots of water. For it is used in the gardeners. Okay, it can be used in the gardeners for gardening purpose. Okay, and it reduce the soil erosion also. Why? Because it grows together like a carpet. Okay, very massively it will grow. So it bind the soil particles. It cover the soil particles. So the soil erosion will stop. This is what bryophytes. Next one, it is a pteridophytes. The pteridophytes, it is the first land plant. Don't forget this. The pteridophytes is the first land plant. It have true vascular bundle. Okay. Here also the alternate generations are there. Sporophyte and gametophyte. Sporophyte. The sporophytes produce the sporangium. The sporangias produce the spores. Okay. So the homospores and heterospores. Homospores mean both microspore and megaspore also produced. Heterospores mean different. Okay, so that is a hetero. Homo means same, hetero means different. Okay, and it produces the gametophyte, that is a prothallus. Okay, the gametophyte produces the likewise in bryophyte, antheridium and archegonium. It fuses together and form the zygote. The zygote it is grow as a sporophyte. Okay, here also the alternate generations are there. And the classification. What are the classification in the pteridophytes? Coelopsida, Sphenopsida, Dryopsida, okay, Pteropsida. Okay, so these are the 4 types of classification. Okay, so and then it is used as an ornamental plant and it is used in the production of vermifuge drugs. Okay, so these are the things are useful about the pteridophytes. Okay, so this is everything we completed in the previous classes. In this today's classes, we are going to discuss about Gymnosperms, Angiosperms, taxonomy, binomial nomenclature and uses of medicinal plants. Okay, so these are the things we can discuss in this class. Let's see. Gymnosperms. So now we are going to discuss about gymnosperms. Okay. Up to pteridophytes, they are not producing the seed. Okay, but gymnosperms, they produce the seed. Okay, so it is a seeded plant. So gymnosperms are naked seed, but here there is no fruit. Okay, it is not covered with a fleshy structure. The seed, it is a naked seed. Okay, the gymnosperms are naked seeded plant. Okay, the ovule, it is not enclosed by the ovary. The ovule, it is not enclosed by the ovary. Usually the ovule, it is enclosed by the ovary. Ovule, it is converted into seed and ovary, it is converted into fruit. We know very well about this. Okay, but here there is no ovary. So ovules are naked. Okay, so next the gymnosperms also having 2 phases. Okay, gametophyte and sporophyte. Like bryophyte, pteridophyte, here also there is having 2 life cycle, alternate generation. Okay, gametophytic and sporophytic. Okay, sporophytic plant body, it is a dominant. It is differentiated into well developed root, stem, leaf, everything. Okay, and it have well developed vascular system. Up to bryophytes there is no vascular system, but the pteridophytes having the vascular system. Okay, but here in the gymnosperm well developed vascular tissues are present. Okay, the water conducting tissue, it is called tracheid. Food conducting tissue, it is sieve cell. Okay, they have cone in which sporangia and spores are produced. Okay, so sporangia and spores are produced in the cone like structure. Okay, the sporangia and spores are produced in the cone like structure. Okay, there is no fruit. Okay, the fruit, it is here called as cone. Okay, so next classification of gymnosperms. In the gymnosperms, there have 4 classification, 4 classes. Okay, what are that? Cycadales, Ginkgoals, Coniferales, Needles. Cycadales, Ginkgoals, Coniferales and Needles. Okay, first is cycadales. So the plants are, it is look like a palm tree. It is look like a palm tree, small palm tree. See here, the first picture, it is a cycas species. Okay, it is look like a small palm like structure. Okay, and it is erect and unbranched. Here there is no branching. There is no branching. So leaves are pinnately compound. See the leaves? The leaves are pinnately compound. Okay. And the leaves are forming a crown at the top, at the tip of the plant. At the tip of the plant, the leaves are forming like a crown. Okay, example, cycas, and it have well developed root system and coralloid root also present here. Okay, so next is jingo goals. See, this is a jingo biloba plant. It is comes under the jingo goals. It is a large trees with fan shaped leaves. See here, the shape of the leaf, it is look like a fan. Okay, fan shaped leaves are present. Example, jingo biloba. This plant only jingo biloba. Okay, and it is only living species in the group. They produce unpleasant smell. They produce unpleasant smell. Okay, only one plant is living in the jingo goals. The plant name is jingo biloba. Okay, so next one it is a coniferales. What is the next one? Coniferal. The first is cycadales, second class it is a jingo goals, and the third one it is a coniferales. See, this is a coniferous. Example, pinus. Example, pinus. Okay, so these are the evergreen tree. It produces the cone-like appearance. See, and the tip of the plant, the cone-like structures are there, no? Here, this is, and this everything, it is a cone-like structure. Okay, and the leaves look like, see the leaves, the needle-like leaves are present. Needle-like leaves are present, otherwise scale leaves. Okay, in coniferales, needle-like leaves are present, otherwise scale leaves are present. Okay, it produces the male and female cones. Example, pinus species. This is a pinus. Okay, the last one, it is a needles. What is the last one? Needles. It is a small group of plant. Example, neetum. See, this is a neetum. Therida? Here, this is a neetum plant. It is comes under the needles. So needles are small group of plants. They possess advanced characters like a angiosperm. It is a advanced form of gymnosperm. It's look like a angiosperm. The ovules are naked but developed on flower-like shoot. See, it is look like a tulsi flower. Can you see this? See, this is a flower-like structure. Okay. So example, neetum. The plant name it is a neetum. So totally 4 classes are there. What are that? Cycadales, gingogols, coniferales and needles. Okay. Example for cycadales, cycas. Example for gingogols, jingo biloba. It is only one living plant. It contains only one living plant. And the coniferales example, pinus. And needles example, neetum. Okay. So this is what a classification of gymnosperm. Next one, it is a economic importance of gymnosperm. What are the uses are there here in the plant gymnosperm? Okay, woods of many conifers are used in the paper industries. Okay, for example, pinus, agathis, this plant stem or wood, it is used in the production of paper. Okay, so next, coniferous are the sources of softwood for construction, packing and plywood industries. Okay, do you know plywood? It is used in the constructions. Okay, the plywood production, it is from the coniferous. Okay, and it have the softwood. It is used for some of the construction work. Example, cedrus agathis, cedrus plant and agathis. Okay, so next, turpentine and essential oil. Okay, turpentine, it is one of the essential oil. It is extracted from the resin of pinus. The turpentine, it is one of the essential oil. It is extracted from resin of pinus, and it is used for paint preparation. The turpentine, it is used for preparation of paint. Okay, and it is also medicinally to get relief from pain and bronchitis. Okay, so it is a pain reliever and it is used in the bronchitis. Okay, treatment of bronchitis. Which one? Turpentine oil. Don't forget this. Next is seeds of Pinus gerardiana are edible. Pinus gerardiana, it is one of the species. The seeds of Pinus gerardiana, it is used as edible, used as food. used as food. Okay. Next, ephedrine, it is an alkaloid. Ephedrine, it is a alkaloid. It is extracted from the ephedra. Ephedra. It is cures in the asthma and respiratory problem. It is cures asthma and respiratory problem. Which one? Ephedrine. Turpentines, it is used in the relief of pain and bronchitis. Ephedrine, it is used in the cures asthma and respiratory problem. Okay. Next, Araucaria bidwilli. It is an ornamental plant. It is grow as a ornamental plant. Okay. So these are the economic importance of gymnosperms. Okay. So the gymnosperms are completed. Next, angiosperm. It is a flowering plant. It is a flowering plant. We know very well about the angiosperm. Okay. So the all plants, herbs, shrubs, whatever we see in our environment, everything it is a angiosperms. This is everything flowering plant. Okay. So the term angiosperm is derived from the two Greek words. What are the Greek words? Angio, which means box or closed. Sperma, which means seed. It have closed seed. Gymnosperms are naked seed. Okay. The ovules cannot covered by ovary. But here the ovules are covered by ovary. That means the seed it is covered with a fleshy fruit. Fruit-like structures. Okay. So it is a closed seeded. The gymnosperms are naked seeded. The angiosperms are closed seeded. Okay. And habit of the plants may be herb. So it can divided into herb, shrub, tree, okay, creeper, climber, these everything angiosperms. Okay. So herb example Solanaum melongena. Next shrub Hibiscus rosasinensis. Tree Mangifera indica. These are the examples. Okay. So next it have well developed vascular tissue called xylem and phloem. Here the vascular tissues are well developed because it is a advanced, okay, advance of the plant. Okay. So it have well developed vascular tissues called xylem and phloem, and xylem contains vessel, tracheid, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibre. Xylem contains vessel, tracheid, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibre. The phloem contains sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibre. Once again I'll tell to you, in angiosperms the vascular tissues are well developed. Xylem and phloem. The xylem contains vessel, tracheid, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibre. The phloem contains sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibres. Okay. Next, classification of angiosperms. We know very well about this. Angiosperms are divided into two classes, dicotyledon, monocotyledon. Dicotyledon and monocotyledon. First we have to discuss about dicotyledon. Dicotyledon means two cotyledons are there. Inside the seed there have two cotyledons. Okay. So next the plants have taproot system and leaves are reticulate venation. Plants have taproot system and leaves are reticulate venation. Okay. And the flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous. Tetramerous or pentamerous mean the petals are it contain 4 or 5 petals are present. Okay. Calyx and corolla are well differentiated. Which one is calyx and which one is corolla? In the rose plant, the colorful part it is a petal. And which one is the sepal? The green color portion is there, no? That is a sepal. Okay. That only here called as a calyx and corolla. Calyx it is a sepal and corolla it is a petal. Okay. So pollination occurs mostly by insects. We know very well about the pollination. What is the meaning of pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. That is what called pollination. The pollination it occurs mostly by insects. Example bean, mango, neem, these everything it is a dicot plant. Okay. So next characteristic features of monocotyledon. Monocotyledon mean it contains only one cotyledon inside the seed. Okay. So the seed has only one cotyledon. Here the root systems are fibrous root system. In dicot, taproot system. In monocot, fibrous root system. Okay. There the leaves are reticulate venation in dicotyledon. But here it is a parallel venation. It contain parallel venation. Okay. So the flowers are trimerous. Trimerous mean 3. Okay, 3 petal or 3 sepals are present. But here there is no differentiation into calyx and corolla. There is no differentiation between the calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla, it is look like a same. Okay. So next, pollination occurs mostly by wind. Pollination occurs mostly by wind. Example, grass, paddy, banana. These are the plants are monocotyledons. Okay. So angiosperms also be completed. Next topic it is a taxonomy. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the study of identification, classification, description and nomenclature of the living organisms. What is taxonomy? This is very important. Once again, I will tell to you. Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the study of identification, classification, description and nomenclature of living organism. Okay. So the word taxonomy is derived from the two Greek words. Taxis means arrangement. Nomos means laws. Okay. Arrangement laws. That is a taxonomy. Okay. The word taxonomy was first coined by Augustine Pyramus de Candela. Okay. He is a scientist. He was coined the word taxonomy. Okay. So next, classification. What is classification? Arrangement of plants. Arrangement of plants, it is called classification. Okay. So the plants are arranged in the different groups. Okay, and categories on the basis of the similarities and differences. How can we classify? How can we arrange? Basis of the similarities and dissimilarities only. Okay, this is what called classification. Simply classification means arrangements. Okay, so there are 4 types of classifications are there. Artificial system of classification, natural system of classification, phylogenetic system of classification, modern system of classification. So the 4 types of classifications are there. Artificial system of classification, natural system of classification, phylogenetic system of classification, modern system of classification. Okay. So first, artificial system of classification. First one, it is a artificial system of classification. This is the earliest system of classification. This is the earliest system of classification and it is classified on the basis of one or few morphological characters. It is classified based on the morphological characters. What is morphological characters? Outer structure. Okay, like a leaf or a stem or a flower or a fruit, like that. Okay, so height or color, like this. This is what called morphological character. Okay, so the artificial system of classification based on the morphological character. Okay, the most famous artificial classification is Linnaeus classification. The most famous artificial system of classification is Linnaeus classification, which was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in his book Species Plantarum. Okay. So this is an artificial system of classification. The second one, it is a natural system of classification. In the system, plants are classified on the basis of several characters. Bentham and Hooker classification is an example of natural system of classification. Bentham Hooker's classification is an example of natural system of classification. There, Linnaeus classification. Here, Bentham Hooker's classification. Don't forget. Okay. Linnaeus classification is artificial system of classification. Bentham Hooker classification, it is a natural system of classification. Okay. So, this system classification is based on the morphological and reproductive character. In artificial, there is only morphological character. But here, natural system, it is based on the morphological and reproductive character. Morphological and reproductive characters. Okay. So, next, Bentham Hooker published their natural system of classification in their book name General Plantarum. Their Species Plantarum. Carolus Linnaeus book is Species Plantarum. Bentham Hooker book is General Plantarum. Okay. It have 3 volumes. It has 3 volumes. Okay. So, this classification is widely used in the many herbaria and botanical garden. Okay. In botanical garden, they are using which system of classification? Bentham Hooker classification. Okay. Next one, binomial nomenclature. Before that, they are having, do you know,
Herbarium is the collection of pressed dried plants pasted on a sheet. So what is herbarium mean? Nothing but they collect the different kinds of plants and pressed and dried the plants and pasted on a sheet. Okay. So this arrangement it is called a herbarium. Okay. So next binomial nomenclature. The next topic it is a binomial nomenclature. What is binomial nomenclature? Each and every living organism having the scientific name. Do you know? For human being, Homo sapiens. Human being, Homo sapiens. Okay. Like a paddy, Oryza sativa. All living organism having scientific name. It have two names, genus and species. If you take hibiscus, what is the name of the hibiscus? Do you know? Hibiscus rosasinensis. Hibiscus rosasinensis. Here also having two names. So each and every living organism have two names. That is called binomial. Binomial means two names. Okay, binomial nomenclature. Okay. So the binomial nomenclature, so compulsory it have two names, genus and species. Here they are giving example Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica it is a mango plant. Okay, mango tree it is called Mangifera indica. The first word Mangifera it is refers the genus name and the second word it is refers the species name. Mangifera it is a genus, indica it is a species. If we take human being, Homo it is a genus, sapiens it is a species. Okay. So this binomial name was first introduced by Gaspard Bahin. Gaspard Bahin in the year of 1623. Okay. So next it is implemented by Linnaeus in the book of Species Plantarium. Okay. So the system of naming the plant on scientific basis is known as botanical nomenclature. Okay, botanical nomenclature. Next, do you know largest herbarium of India is in Kolkata, which has more than 10 lakh, that is a 1 million species of herbarium specimen. Largest herbarium of India, it is present. It is located in the Kolkata. In this herbarium center, there have 1 million species of herbarium. Okay. So next, outline of Bentham Hooker system of classification. Seeded plant. The class Dicotyledon, Gymnosperm, Monocotyledon. Seeded plant, class Dicotyledon, Gymnosperm, Monocotyledon. Subclass Dicotyledon. It is again divided into three subclass: Polypetalae, Gametophytic, Monoclamidae. Okay, seeded plant divided into three classes: Dicotyledon, Gymnosperm, Monocotyledon. There is no subclasses in the Gymnosperm and Monocotyledon. But in Dicotyledon have three subclasses. What are that? Polypetalae, Gametophytic, Monoclamidae. Okay. So the Polypetalae, it have three series: Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Caliciflorae. Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Caliciflorae. Next, Gametophytic, Inferae, Heteromerae and Bicarpellate. Inferae, Heteromerae and Bicarpellate. Monoclamidae having 8 series, 36 families. How many families are there? 36 families. Okay. These are the outline of Bentham Hooker system of classification. Next, uses of medicinal plants. We know lot of medicinal plants and their uses also. Am I correct? Everyone know some of the medicinal plants and we know very well about the medicinal uses. Am I correct? So here they are giving 4 medicinal plants. 4 or 5 medicinal plants. Okay. What are the things we can discuss? First, Acalipa indica. Do you know what is Acalipa indica? This is a botanical name, okay. But the local name, it is a Kuppaimeni. This plant, definitely you can see in our local areas. Okay, this is a Kuppaimeni. The plant கண்டிப்பா எல்லாரும் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. என்ன plant? Kuppaimeni. The botanical name, it is a Acalipa indica. It is belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. It is belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. The paste obtained from the leaves of this plant used to cure the burns on the skin. Skin problem. For skin problem, they are using these leaves. Okay. So the juice of this plant is mixed with the lemon juice and cure the ringworm. Ringworm. Now only we discussed in the disease of fungi. I think so in last class. Am I correct? Ringworm. It is caused by fungi. But it is cured by this Acalipa indica. Okay. The juice of the plant leaves Acalipa indica. Okay. So next, Agella marmelis. Do you know what is this? நான் தமிழில் சொன்னால் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். வில்வ மரம். கோயிலெல்லாம் நீங்கள் அதிகம் பார்க்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. Okay. It is belongs to the family Rutaceae. Which family? Rutaceae family. The unripe fruit of this tree used to treat the indigestion. For indigestion. Okay. Digestive problem. The fruit of this vilvum, it will cure. Okay. So next, it is used to cure the chronic diarrhea and dysentery. The fruit of the vilvum, it is used to cure chronic diarrhea and dysenteries. Okay. So next plant, it is a Solanaum drylobatum. Definitely you know very well about this. தூதுவளை. நிறைய பேர்த்து வீட்டில் இந்த செடி நம்ம வச்சுருப்போம். தூதுவளை முள்ளு செடி மாதிரி இருக்கும். Okay. So it is a Solanum trilobatum. Okay. தூதுவளை. It is belongs to the family Solanaceae. The family name, it is a Solanaceae. The leaves and fruits of this plant cure cough and cold. So சளி பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா தூதுவளை ரசம் வச்சு குடிங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. கண்டிப்பாக எல்லாத்துக்குமே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். Okay. So this is. So next, it is widely used in the treatment of tuberculosis and bronchial asthma. Okay. These leaves are and fruits are used in the treatment of tuberculosis and bronchial asthma. Okay. The next one, Phyllanthus amarus. This also we know very well. கீழா நெல்லி சொல்லுவோம்ல. For jaundice. We can use it for jaundice. Definitely you can know. It is belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. The entire plant is used for treatment of jaundice. மஞ்சக்காமலை வந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, இந்த செடியை வேரோடு பிடுங்கி வாஷ் பண்ணிவிட்டு அப்படியே ராவாக அரைச்சி கொடுப்பாங்க, மோரில் கலந்து கொடுப்பாங்க. ஓகே. இட் இஸ் வெரி எஃபெக்டிவ் in the treatment of jaundice. Okay. It gives additional strength to human liver. It is used to give the strength to the liver. Okay. So next, it is used to treat the other liver disorder. Okay. இது லிவருக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லது. ஸோ லிவர் சம்மந்தப்பட்ட எந்த நோயாக இருந்தாலும் இந்த Phyllanthus amarus லைக் கீழா நெல்லியை நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே. த லாஸ்ட் ஒன், இட் இஸ் நாட் லீஸ்ட், ஆலோவேரா. இந்த பிளான்ட் கண்டிப்பாக தெரியாதவங்க இருக்கவே முடியாது. ஆலோவேரா. ஓகே. சோத்துக்கத்தாழை சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, சோத்துக்கத்தாழை அப்படின்னு நம்ம ரோட் சைடில் நிறைய பார்க்கலாம். இன் ஆர் ஹோம் ஆல்சோ டெஃபினெட்லி யூ ஹாவ் தட். ஓகே. ஆலோவேரா. It is belongs to the family Liliaceae. The leaves of these plants used to cure piles and inflammations on the skin. It cures peptic ulcer. So ulcer குணப்படுத்துதுன்றாங்க, piles குணப்படுத்துது and inflammations. Okay. Not only this uses, it have lot of medicinal values. Okay. Lot of the herbal beauty products, cosmetics are produced from this aloe vera shampoo, aloe vera soap, aloe vera lotion, aloe vera moisturizer. In home also we can use this for many more purpose, for skin, for hair, for ulcer, for cooling the body. It is used as a juice. Okay, so everything we know very well about the aloe vera. So aloe vera பற்றி எல்லாத்துக்குமே நல்லாவே தெரியும். நான் தனியாக சொல்லணும்னு அவசியம் இருக்காதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகேடா கண்ணா. So these are the plants are used as medicinal value. It have lot of medicinal value. Okay, so what are the plants? First of all, Acalypha indica, Kuppaimeni, Agula marmalus, Vilvum, Solanum drylobatum, Thuduvalai, Phyllanthus amaris, Kilanelli, aloe vera, Sotukatralai. Okay. So now we are in the end of the session. This lesson, the 17th lesson completed. Okay, you should read well and you do the homework well. If you have any doubt, ask to your concerned teacher. Okay ma? Thank you so much.